Hi, Frank Whitmer with Birdie Precision here. Just wanted to do a short video on the recent release of CCT 18 and the firmware for the F4 controllers as well. So what we'll do is we'll start with 18 and go over here. So with CCT 18, we still have the release modes that we've had with 17 and that we have release 10.2 and 10.7. With 18, we now have a new release mode at 10.8. And what that is used for is firmware 12, which was recently released as well. Firmware 12, what that's going to do for us, it's going to allow for faster installs of the firmware, as they no longer contain the standard applications that were in there in the past. So it should make the firmware downloads quicker. It also set up for the ability to do a factory reset on the controllers. If there's a problem and they get bricked or whatnot, you can use the rotary switches in a procedure that will allow the controller to become factory reset. A much easier way to do it than the way we've had to do it in the past, if we could do it at all. There's increased capacity and memory in the CG and the CV series controllers, so that's a good plus. And the SA bus will now commission during the download rather than afterwards and having to wait for that to happen separately. And the DLK display will continue to be commissioned in the background during the after a download is completed to a controller. So that's really the main changes with the firmware. There's also a new firmware release for the SA bus devices as well. That's part of that. But what I wanted to show on CCT 18 and its changes is that there's one here under defined hardware. Actually, you'll see under defined hardware we have the version 12 firmware. The version 12 firmware will not be factory installed yet until 12.1 is available. Then they'll start shipping out controllers with the new firmware, and that'll be at 12.1. So for now, if you're going to use 12, you would manually do that through CCT. So if we quickly just create a quick app, I'm just going to go in and do a VAV application. Put one in there. And you know, when you usually create the controller or the application for the controller, you have the NS sensor that gets inserted with that, and that's really the legacy NS 7000 style. It's not an NS 8000, so if you stuck with the standard selection wizard, created your application, and you had these zone, set point, zone temp, you had these in there with this icon, they are not NS 8000, so when you do go and transfer and download to the controllers with newer firmware for the NS 8000s available, it will not get installed on those devices unless the sensors here on the input, these input points here, are upgraded to NS 8000. I had done a previous video showing using EasyCAF to make that change, where you could do it manually in CCT. But within CCT 18, you now have the ability very easily. We go over to Define Hardware. And when we're working with Define Hardware, you'll select the zone net sensor, and then you'll see us convert device. So let's convert the device. We want to do an NS 8000, and we just say OK here. Close that. Oh, yep, come on, get that done. It's working still. So once that finishes up, we're going to notice the icons will change to a newer style icon. There we go, device conversion successful. Close that window. And you'll see now that the SA bus device now has a new icon associated with it. So if we were to go back into Define Hardware, look at it, it's an NS 8000. And if we wanted to modify the device, you can see all the points that are available in there to be able to be brought out and used for that. So it's a quick, easy step that was added with the CCT 18 release. And then the other new piece is the fact that we have this new release 10.8. So we'll go ahead and close this application. And you'll notice that was in release 10.7. We were able to still do that conversion. So your existing applications for your existing controllers, you'll still be able to go in there and make those changes. So that when you do your download, it's going to verify if there's a SA bus device there. It sees an NS8000 and there's new firmware available. Then it will update those devices. So go to 10.8, change that release mode. And then once you do that, we're working with firmware 12, and we'll see that up in the left corner. So if you now go and you do a transfer to a controller, it will put firmware 12 in there. And as I mentioned, that with that, there's more capacity for the application for the controllers. You could do factory reset using the rotary switches, the DLK display commissioned in the background, and the SA bus now will get commissioned during the download itself, and you won't have to wait till after download for the SA bus devices to be updated at that point. So now that we have that there, we have the ability now to go and connect to a controller, do a transfer to controller, and firmware 12 would get installed in there. So that's really what I wanted to cover today. If you have any questions, please let us know. And thank you, and I'll see you next time.